Ron Carter with my friend today, Donald Vega. The discussion for today's conversation is non-chord tones. These are notes that are part of the chord, but part of the bass line, but they are not a part of the original spelling. So today I picked the note B, B natural. For example, if you have four quarter notes in the bar, and that's the F chord, and if you play a B natural, that B is a chord tone that doesn't belong in this chord, so we call them non-chord tones. And these few minutes we'll spend, Mr. Vega and I, showing you how this B, which has a non-chord tone function, has 5 other functions as to what it does in building a bass line. So I'll play a line first that contains this note, and then we'll break it down for you so you know what this B actually sounds like with 5 different options. The first choice of this B would be called a F chord with a flat 5. So it's spelled F, A, B natural. So I'll play the first 3 notes, and Mr. Vega will play for you what this F flat 5 sounds like. Okay, one more time. That's the first choice. But suppose you hear a little extension of this chord. So maybe this B natural is actually a part of a chord extension. It makes this chord F plus 11. It sounds like this. Again. Nice sound, another choice. But we're not done yet. This B could be a part of a whole different chord. How about a B chord? So I'll play 4 beats, and then we'll play the bar with the B in it. Okay? That's a B chord. So the B now has a third identity possibility. But we're not through yet. Suppose this B happens to be part of a chord with the B being the third of that chord. Let's call it a G chord with a B in the bass. So I'll play you 4 quarter notes, and then the second bar I'll sneak this B in there so you figure out what it sounds like. Once again. Nice sound. We're not done yet. Our last choice here, and there are 4 or 5 others that we have no time for, could be like a passing tone. And the passing tone is a non-chord tone between 2 chord tones. In this case, I've written here a B between the A of the F chord and the C of the F chord, 3 to 4. So I'll play 4 beats, and I'll play this measure with the passing tone. Passing tone, going from C, passing tone to B flat. There. So, whenever someone tells you that they've run out of things to play, I'm not sure that that's possible, given these few examples. I'm working on book 2 of my Building a Jazz Bass Line, and this example here of the function of not chord tones will be part of this new edition. We hope to have it done before Santa comes. I think it's probably time for some questions I see our control board is blinking here like a holiday. Let's see what happens here. Here's some questions coming up. Miss Linda, give me a hand here.
Currently, we're still waiting for questions.
Okay. I'll play in the meantime.
We have some questions. Vincent Guarna is asking, Mr. Carter, can you talk a little bit about string height, please? It seems the height of your strings is quite low. Sounds wonderful. God bass. Thank you, Mr. Carter.
I generally like to have a number 2 pencil. And I try to put between the string and the fingerboard a general height. This is going to change with the weather, with the room, with the air conditioning, with the heat. But I need to start somewhere. And this changes according to the temperature. But my measuring stick is this pencil here and here.
Daniela Marano is asking, do you remember session with electric bassist Harvey Brooks? Was that last Miles Davis session? I'd like to know.
I'm not sure I was there. I do know the session, but I probably was hanging out somewhere else.
We have Doug Kunter saying, it's kind of a statement question, I've been playing passing notes without knowing why. Not sure if that's a good thing.
Well, we need to get from point A to point B, and sometimes A prime is a good idea. Those passing notes have a function too. They can either be called a passing tone, or a chord tone, or a sharp 5 or flat 5 or 11. They have a function harmonically. You have to understand what that note's doing there. Sometimes those accidents are awful, but they can be valuable next week.
Pang Yi is saying, please say hello for me, both Mr. Carter and Donald.
Thank you. And up for Donald.
Matthias Salamane is asking, you played F7, A flat 7, B7, A flat 7, F7, D7, go to B flat 7, so hip.
I am stunned. However, it was kind of hip.
Daryl Clark is asking, so do you adjust the action before every gig?
No. I take a chance that my environment is pretty stable. As we travel and can't take our own bases, my bass sometimes is idle in my home for another 4 to 5 weeks. When I come back, then I change it, because it's been in the closet for with a humidifier. Hopefully it's not too much damage done to the temperature of the closet in the room. Then I must adjust it to a reasonable height, this pencil again, my measuring stick. But I think that's really a lot of work, and it's really kind of dangerous unless you have real tools to make the bridge not bend either way as you continuously raise and lower the height. I recommend you be aware of a certain height and try to maintain that height if possible, but you may have to pay the price every now and then when the room changes with the air conditioning, or the door opens up in the summertime and the heat comes in.
Can you say something about Paul Chambers? Daniele Marano is asking.
His father and my father drove on the same bus line in Detroit. He was in Castech when I got there and left early to join J.J. Johnson in New York. I did see him on several of Miles Davis gigs, but we never had a relationship because they were always traveling, and I was younger and still a college student. So I missed developing a relationship with him, but he was my friend.
Can you demonstrate the pencil again?
Yes.
Just for us to adjust the angle.
Yes. There.
And last question for today. Ellie Afif, does it always work using the related dominants, creating bass lines like on F7 using D7 or B7, A flat 7 go to B flat 7? Would it always work for you? Well,
that would depend on how flexible the band is. I'm assuming that when I do those kinds of different options based on what note that value B has for me, I'm assuming that the band I'm playing with has enough trust in me that I know what that note does, and I trust that they will understand that there's a value. It's just not an accident waiting to find somewhere to be. I'll wait to find out if they trust my judgment to play the tune with the original changes. And once I have their confidence, I think that they're kind of mine for the rest of the night. And I'm feel more comfortable to try to find a place for all these non-chord tones that would normally not be acceptable to certain harmonic ears, but I trust these guys that they know that he means that note. So I trust my sense of daring. It may not work for the first chorus, but it'll work by the third time, I assure you. That's my aim, you know. We gotta get out of here. We'll play a little more for you. I'll play some more strange notes and see if you can find a place for them to be.